All right, let's go ahead. We're going to start on our hands and knees today. So go ahead and come onto all fours. And we're going to put in a child's pose. So bring your knees together and just sit back on your heels and slide those hands all the way forward and let your forehead come all the way down onto the ground. And I just want you to take 2 big breaths here, trying to fill up your belly and then fill up the ribs behind you. And then exhale out. One more big breath like that. So try to work against this kind of compression we have and really fill up the ribs and the back of the body. And exhale it all out. Good. Walk your hands in a little bit, just enough so that you can kind of lift your ribs off your thighs. And we're going to walk the hands over to the left. So think of yourself at kind of a 45-degree angle from the body, right? We're kind of diagonal here from the knees. And your hands are to the left, but I want you to keep walking your right hand out as far as you can, maybe even past those left fingertips. And then you're going to press down into the floor and reach your right hip towards your right heel. So I want you to get heavy, kind of like leaning the opposite direction of your hands. And again, I want you to take maybe just like 2 or 3 really big breaths into those that right rib cage. So see if you can make some space in between each rib with your breath. One more big breath here. Good. Pick up your head and shoulders and walk yourself all the way over to the right. So my belly button's kind of staying on my thighs, but I'm moving my rib cage over to the right. And I'm going to walk that left hand pretty far out in front of the right. I want you to feel this kind of tug in the tension of the tissue on the left side of the body. And then sink your left hip back towards your left heel. Take a big breath. Give me 2 big breaths here. One more big inhale and exhale. Good, walk your hands back into center. Come on to the hands and knees, and let's get a couple of these cat and cows. Just curl the spine around the back, draw the belly up through the back side of the body. And then inhale and feel like your sternum lifts away from your pubic bone. Okay, try to find as much length there. So when we move in and out of these cat cows, I still want you to try to find some engagement in your belly so that you're not just dropping your belly to the floor, but instead I want you to think of this kind of lengthening the whole front chain of the body. Good. One more round through here. Inhaling and lengthening. Drawing the shoulders down and back. Exhale and round. Good. Let's tuck those toes underneath you. And then round your back like that kind of angry Halloween cat. Press down into your first finger and thumb and just hover those shins. So just staying a little parallel to the ground. Let the neck relax. Press down into that first finger and the thumb. Give me just another breath here, holding. Good, then step the legs all the way back to your plank position, holding here, curl the heart forward and lengthen your tail towards your heels. I want you to really deeply pull the pubic bone towards your belly button. Feel that length in your low back, and then slightly feel energetically like you're drawing your hands towards your legs. One more big breath here. Good, bend the knees, send your hips all the way back over your heels, and then start to straighten into the legs for downward facing dog. Okay, we're just gonna pedal the feet slow. Back and forth. Good. Look forward. You're gonna walk your hands close enough together that you can jump your feet to the outside of your pinkies. Okay, so we're gonna bend the knees, kind of get light. I want you to feel real spongy in your hips and your knees and your feet so you feel like they're all real soft. And you can give yourself a little jump forward and land on the pinky side of your hands. And we're gonna sit down in a squat. Okay, so to warm up the legs, we're gonna have the hands either out in front, you can have them in a little prayer position, or we're gonna try to stand up from here nice and slow. So I want you to push into your feet, push into your heels, take your time, and just like an elevator, I want you to feel like you're pushing down to come up. Turn on those outer thighs, take your time, come up for 3, 2, 1, all the way up to the top, and then we're gonna come back down. So you're gonna take those knees wide, I want you to watch they're going over your second toe. Your feet should be about the width of your mat. You're gonna slowly slide down that elevator. So I wanna think of my knees trying to stay behind my toes the best I can the whole way back down. And then we're gonna come right back up. Press into your feet. See if you can come all the way back up. Give yourself 3, 2, 1, all the way to the top. Good, we're gonna do 2 more like that. Knees go wide, heavy to heels. Try to get your butt way back. See if you can get your belly up off your thighs. Try to go slow. I know it's tempting to just want to fall down into it, but I want you to try to really take your time. Activate all the muscles of the legs as you come back up. Press, press, press into the feet. Press the knees wide. Good. 1 more all the way down, all the way up. Again, hands can be forward if that's better for you. Press into the feet. All the way back up. Turn on those glutes, turn on those thighs. Press, 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 press. Knees are wide. Good job. We're gonna go all the way down to your butt. And then go ahead and just have a seat. Bring the legs out in front of you. We're gonna slowly roll all the way back. Arms are gonna come up over the head. Walk the feet out just about like a 3/4 length bend. And then we're gonna roll up. So as your exhale, roll yourself all the way up to the top. Exhale all the way back. Exhale up. Inhale. Exhale back. Good. So we're trying to start to wake up the spine, wake up the belly. Let's squeeze those thighs together. And start to notice if you can get each part of the spine to touch the floor as you come down and up. So I'm trying not to skip that low back. I want you to really think of tucking that tail underneath you, pushing your butt towards your heels as you roll up and down. A couple more right here in the center. Try not to use the momentum of your arms if you can help it. All right, next one, we're gonna roll up center and twist to the left. Just rotating, center, down. Same thing up and to the right. Rotate at the top. So I'm gonna try to keep my thighs right where they are. Try not to let them turn with you. Just going from left to right. A couple more like this. Good, let's go last one left. Last one right. Center, roll it back, hands come behind the head. We're gonna take those legs up, tap your elbows, tap the floor. So see if you can keep that kind of 3/4 length bend, right? So the legs are kind of long. If that's too much, you can bend the knees more and tap a little closer to your hips. I'm gonna keep those shoulders up. We're gonna tap the knees, open the elbows. Tap them in and open. Good. Let's go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your legs up in tabletop. We're gonna bicycle. So right elbow, left knee, left elbow, right knee. We're gonna straighten the leg that we're not touching out across the room. Good. Let's go for 7, 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your left elbow at the right knee. Flex your left foot. Little kicks to that left leg. Hold it there. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5. We're just going up and down an inch or 2. 2, 1. Switch it to the other side. Left knee in, right leg long. Little kicks to that right foot. Here's 8. Get those shoulders up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Give it a hug. Okay, so we're going to do some rolling on the spine, right? I want you to kind of feel like you can find that control. So try not to whip yourself up, right? We're going to be doing this kind of rocking and rolling on the spine. And then we're going to just add on, where I'm going to have you roll yourself up, hold, turn your chest to the left and your knees to the right. Back to center, roll it back, come up, turn your chest to the right, your knees to the left, center, right? So we're kind of rotating the upper body and the lower half of the body away from each other at the top of the movement. And then come back up, other side. Good. Just a couple more like this. One more to the left. One more to the right. Okay, so from here, we're gonna have that left shin come down and that right leg go back in this kind of mermaid seat, right? So I've got my left shin in front, my right shin's parallel to the outside of the mat. So from here, we're gonna try to keep the hands at the heart. If you need to use your hands on the floor, go ahead. But I wanna press into this left shin. I'm gonna turn over this left knee, and I'm gonna try to kick my right leg back behind me to hover. Now you're gonna bring that right knee in, try not to put your feet down, bring it in all the way across, turn your chest to the right, and squeeze your right leg to the left. Right hip's going across my body. And then I'm gonna just lean onto my left hip, rotate it back and around, kick it back behind me, perfect. Come back in, bend the knee to the chest, rotate, squeeze it across center. Good. Let's go for 8. So just kind of turning on this 3D aspect of the core and the legs and the hips, getting them to work together. Here's 7. And again, you can always place your hands down if it's too much without the hands. Here's 6. 5. Good. 4. Just getting everything to work together. 3. 2. Good. On this last one, we're going to extend the arms. 1, we're going to reach the arms forward. And then as you come up, you're going to reach them to the right. Good job. Let's do the other side. Right shin in front, left shin back and parallel to the outside of the mat. So again, we've got this kind of mermaid seat. Hands to the heart. I'm going to lean onto my right thigh and turn my chest towards my right knee. Extend back. Pick up that left leg. Bring it across the body. Turn my chest to the left. Extend out. Lengthen. Pull in. Rotate. So I'm trying to hover the leg the whole time. Here we go for 8. Here's 7. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This last one, we're going to do that arm extension. Reach the leg back, reach the arms forward, bring it all in, sweep the arms to the left, cover that leg, and bring it together. Good job. Those feet can come back out in front. Take that left knee down on the floor, cross your right ankle over the left so you can kind of do this little twist here. Sit up tall. All right, if you need to put your hands behind you, you can. Otherwise, see if you can just rock back on your sit bones, and we're just gonna switch the legs. Do the twist. Other way. So we're gonna just move through kicking those legs and switching them back and forth. We'll keep the twist out of it. So again, you can prop yourself with your hands, or you can keep your hands up at your heart, or they can reach forward. But I'm gonna lean back. I'm gonna switch the cross of my legs, lean back, switch the cross of my legs. Good, kind of like a little rockette. Can we try to make the movement in the middle even a little bigger? Where maybe they legs straighten out. Cross, lean back, they straighten out, and they cross. Again, hands can be at your heart, they can be out wide. Good, couple more like this. Let's go for 4. If that's a little more than a couple, sorry, 4, 3, 3, 2, you got it. 2, one more round on each side. 1, 1. Good. All right. Bend your left knee in towards your chest. Just kind of hold it there. It's gonna be a little wide. And then we're just gonna straighten that right leg out to a diagonal. So if both legs were straight, I kind of have that pizza slice, but I'm gonna hold on to this left knee. All right, turn your right toes out just slightly. So we're gonna lift from that inner thigh. And I just want you to pick up the right leg, tap it back down. Pick it up, tap it. So you can use your arm here to kind of hold you up against that left thigh and get really tall. I want you to try not to lean back to get the leg up. I want you to feel your low belly and your inner thigh work to pick that sucker up. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Bend the right knee, so it's gonna tap that left ankle. Send it out across the room. Yep, bend it in, extend it out. Bend, extend. If you want to sit up tall, you can hold on to the thigh. Maybe you put your hands behind you if it's getting to be too much. Maybe they go up. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that foot back down. Come onto the left hip. Bring both knees or both feet together and slide them back a little bit behind you so that we have this clamshell action. Okay, we're gonna go down on the forearm. So get on that left forearm. I've got that right knee on top, and I'm keeping the feet together as I'm moving the knees wide and apart. Good. I want you to try to keep your hips nice and steady and just move that knee back. And we're moving it back from that outer hip, so push it back. Good. Now, can we keep the thigh on the floor but hover both the feet? Same action, squeezing back, squeezing back. Let's go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Right leg, left leg come on the floor, right leg's gonna be up hovering. and you're gonna kick that leg forward, and then we're gonna bend that knee back in like you're gonna tap the toes. So my knees are gonna pretty much stay hovering right over each other. So as I extend that right leg out, it should be going out forward of my body at a diagonal. I'm slightly externally rotated so that the knee feels like it's slightly angled up towards the ceiling. Good, here's 5, 4, keep lifting up away from the floor with the ribs. 2, 1, extend the leg straight out, flex the foot, turn the toes down towards the floor, tap the toes in front of you, tap the toe maybe a little bit behind you. Bring it out in front and back. Just making this kind of arc, forward and backward. Good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it forward, just the toe tap, up and down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Lengthen through that right side. Try to tilt your right sit bone away from you. 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Bend, kick it forward. Bend, kick it forward. So this upper thigh stays still. It feels parallel to the ground. Here's 8, 7, 6. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it there, kick it forward. Little pulse towards your face. Just hovering that leg parallel to the ground. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten it out from the body, lengthen it towards the short side of your mat. Little circles. Now I want you to move it back. So you don't move your hips, but I want you to squeeze that leg back behind you as you make the circle. Here's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Come on up. Hug that right knee into your ribs. Take it a little bit wide. Left leg goes out. Toes are slightly angled out. We're gonna hug in, sit up tall. Here we go, lifting from that inner thigh. Lift. Good, so try to really turn this sucker on. So use your core to try to get up as tall as you can get. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Tap that left ankle to the right. Extend it back out to the side. So I'm still externally rotated in that leg. Still moving from that inner thigh. If it's too much, you can bring the legs or the hands behind you. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Go ahead and straighten that leg out. We're going to come on that right hip. Slide the feet together behind you. Come on the forearm. You feel like you've got your hips and your feet kind of up against an imaginary wall. And here we go with that clamshell. We're just going to open, close. So first, everything's on the floor. Feet, knees, hips. I want you to really feel like that left hip doesn't roll back as you open the knee. It stays pointing forward. So try to keep yourself nice and stacked. Really turn on these rotators here. Pull that thigh back. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna hover the feet. Keep moving, same thing. That right thigh can stay on the ground. Good. Let's go for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold this leg up. Let the bottom leg drop. We're just going to kick it. Bend the toes to tap. So I'm keeping that kind of open clamshell shape and just straightening and bending the left leg. Should feel like the upper thigh stays pretty still. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold that leg straight, flex the foot, turn the toes down towards the floor. Tap the floor with the big toe in front of you. Tap it a little bit behind you. Bring it out in front and back. Forward, backward. Here we go. 8, 7. All the while I'm lengthening that left sit bone towards that other end of my mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring back forward, just the toe. Taps the floor, pick it up. Tap, flip it up. So remember, our toes are turned down, the thighs rotated down, so now we've got everything internally rotated. Here's 7, 6, lengthen that left hip away from your left ribs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, from here you're gonna flex that foot, bend the knee, kick it back forward. Bend the knee, so my left thigh is parallel to the ground. Feels like I'm kicking that foot in front of me. Here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it there, kick it forward. 10, 9, 8, 7, hold it up, get it at 6 hips height. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing that leg all the way back, point the toe. So now I'm like a straight plumb line, and I'm gonna make a circle, and my leg's gonna move behind that center line. It's gonna squeeze back. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Breathe in. Go ahead and come back onto the hands and knees. Let's tuck those toes. Pick up the knees to hover. Step yourself back to plank. And we're going to shift our weight back and forth. Hips over the heels, hips over the wrists. Good. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and launch yourself forward. Lower those knees. Look forward. Here's our chaturanga push-ups. Elbows are going to squeeze into the ribs. Push right back up. If you want to bring your hips, your heels into your glutes, you can. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way to the floor. Grab for your weights. So if you have your hand weights close by, extend the legs all the way back. Press into all 10 toes. And we're going to take the thumbs towards the floor, and the arms are going to reach back. So pick those shoulder heads up away from the ground. Hug the shoulder blades together. Feel that lift in the chest, like someone's picking you up by the back of your shoulders. And then lift the hands. Then you get your belly off the floor, and just do little lifts of those pinkies up to the ceiling. So little pinky lifts. Go watch those arms. I want to make sure they're not dropping the front of the shoulders down towards the ground, right? Really pick them up. Here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Bend the right elbow straighten, bend the left elbow straighten. Little presses back. I want you to feel like you're walking up a ladder. Every time you bend a little bit, straighten, bend a little bit, straighten. Here's 6, 5, 4, just look down, 3, 2, 1, hold it up, press the palms in, like they're gonna clap behind you. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set those weights down. You can bring them out in front of you. Just lengthen your arms forward. Bring your palms onto the floor. Start to walk your hands in enough that you start to lift your chest, maybe even your belly. Let your legs be a little wide. Let the shoulders draw out of the ears. Lift the chest. So from here, I want you to look at your arms. Make sure they're parallel. We're going to tap the elbows to the floor. So if I do that, I should feel like my elbows are almost right under my shoulders. Palms are flat, forearms are parallel. Then I'm just going to straighten back into my arms. I'm going to tap, press to straighten. So those elbows should be squeezing in towards each other. So when you come down, they don't feel like they splay out to the side. Now I want you to bring your belly with you every time you come up. And if this is too much on the low back, walk your hands a little more forward. But I want you to feel that press into the palms and that straightening of the arms. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, press into all the fingers. 1, just hover those forearms. They're just hovering over the floor. You're pressing into the palms. Elbows are squeezing in. Chest is forward. Give me one more big breath. Good. Bring those hands under your elbows. Tuck your toes. Push back to your knees. Child's pose. And we'll come all the way up into down dog. Pedal the feet again here. All right, that right leg's gonna go up and back. Inhale. Exhale, bring that right knee to hold at that right elbow. Squeeze it in, look forward. Take it all the way up and back, reach that right leg back. Take it across the left elbow, hold it, squeeze it in. Good, all the way up and back. And then step that right foot right between the hands. Just pause here for a minute. Make sure your feet aren't on a tightrope, right? I want to feel like they're hip width distance apart. I want to have your hands come to the inside of that right foot. So wiggle the right foot out just enough. You get your palms flat on the floor, and you can lower your hips and turn your chest forward. Now just make sure this left hip isn't dropping, right? I want to lift it up away from the ground a little bit, and then I want to feel like my upper back can kind of curl the chest forward. Just holding the stretch here. So if you can't get your hands flat on the ground, you can always put them under blocks, or on top of blocks. And you're just gonna bend that left knee to tap the floor, and then we're gonna reach the heel back and lengthen. Bend and tap, reach back, lengthen. There's 8, 7, 6, 5, and let my heel come forward and back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Now, you're going to look forward a little bit. That left hand's going to stay where it is, but it can kind of move a little to the left. Right arm's going to reach forward, and I'm going to shift my weight with the right foot, tap my left ankle to the right ankle, and then step it all the way back. Reach the right hand back, and turn to the right, okay? So the action is right arm forward, tap the ankles, step it back, swing the arm back and rotate. Forward, back. Forward, back. So can you stay in that same elevation in the right leg? Don't change it. Here we go for 7, 6, 5, 4. You can get out of the left hand a little if you want. 3, 2, 1. Back to that lunge, reaching that right arm back. Just reach it over the ear, keeping yourself turned towards that right thigh. Good, hands come down. Wiggle that right foot back towards the middle and make sure you're on, if not that tightrope again, grab the hand weights. We're gonna press into the feet and come all the way up, crescent lunge. All right, so that right thigh should already be working for us. Bend the knee a little bit, pull the belly up and back, let the tail be heavy, soften that left knee. Good. Palms are gonna come up to face the ceiling. We're just gonna take the arms wide and back together. Wide and together. We're gonna tap the left knee down, back up, down, and up. Doesn't have to touch the floor. Here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Right arm only. Swing it back. Center. Return to the right. Side. Center. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both arms are going to be forward. You're going to shift your weight to the right leg. We're going to come up and cross this left ankle over that right knee and extend the arms all the way back behind you. Pinkies turn to the ceiling. Then you're going to unwind, reach the hands back forward, step back to your lunge. Okay? So slowly shift your weight forward, elbows pull back, ankle crosses over the knees, extend the arms back, then turn the palms forward, step the leg back, reach the hands forward. Slow pull the elbows back, shift your weight, reach as you sit down in that chair, and then back. Let's go for 5. Ankle crosses, sit back, and reach. Here's 4. 3, 2, last round. 1, step it all the way back, turn yourself all the way open, warrior 2, bend that right knee, arms come out to a T, thumbs are gonna point to the ceiling. Good, just holding here, little circles with the arms, nice and wide, bend that right knee. Here's 8, 7, thumbs point up, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reverse, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Both hands on either side of that right foot. Place on your waist, set it back plank. Good, we're just gonna open to the left. So you're gonna have your right hand down, side plank. Lift your hips, holding here. Maybe the arm reaches over the ear. 3, 2, 1, back through center, left side, left hand down, open to the right, hold it up. Maybe the arm reaches over the ear for 3, 2, 1, back to center. Look forward, plank, lower your knees, walk your hands wide, push-ups. Here's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way to the floor. Reach the arms and legs away from each other like an X. Hold, lift. Good, hands into those elbows. Send your hips back through down dog. Maybe a little child's pose in there. Pull up the feet. Other side. Left leg inhales up and back. Bring it forward, tap that left elbow, hold. Send it back. Bring it forward, tap the right elbow, hold. Send it back. Step it in between the hands. Wiggle that left foot out enough that you can have both hands on the inside of that left foot. Look forward, just stretching. Good, bend the right knee to tap the floor, reach it back. Bend and tap, and reach. Bend and tap, reach. Here's 8. So I'm not really moving a lot of my legs, but minus the right leg. The left leg stays the same. My hips try to move very little. I'm just bending and straightening that back leg. Here's 3, 2, 1. All right, plant yourself with that right hand, lift your hips a little bit. Left arm's gonna reach forward. And then here's where I'm gonna tap that right ankle to my left knee. Then as I step it back, I'm gonna turn my chest and reach for that back foot. Reach forward, tap. Reach back, rotate. Tap, rotate. Good. Here's 8, 7, 6, try to stay low. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it all the way back. Just turn here. Keep the right hip lifted. Get this nice twist. Good. Wiggle that left foot back to the midline. Grab for those weights. Press into the feet. And we're going to come all the way up, crescent lunge. Left hip's back, right hip's forward. We got them parallel, feeling like they're shining forward. Let's take the palms to face the floor. Here we go, move those arms wide, together. Wide, together. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn the palms to face up, just the left arm. Wide and rotate. Wide. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Shift your weight forward. Elbows bend back. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. Reach the hands back behind you. Then forward and tap back. Elbows pull back. Cross the ankle over the knee. Keep that left hip wrapping in. I want you to try to really stay low in the hips and stabilize that left outer hip. Pulling in towards center. Keep your chest lifted. Your core pulled in. Let's go for 5. Here's 4. 3. 2. Last round. Good job. Step it all the way out to warrior 2. Extend those arms up, thumbs to the ceiling this time. And we're gonna make our circles. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Look forward and just step both feet to the front of your mat. Sit back in your squat. And then get your hips way back so your belly's kind of hovering over your thighs. And you feel like you're almost in a flat back, parallel to the ground. Chest is lifted. Palms go wide and together. Wide and together. Just work the back of the shoulders there. Shoulder blades hug in. Zip the belly away from the thighs. Here's our last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up, swing it back, forward. Here we go, last set. Here's 8, 7, 6, get low in the butt. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Weights go down. Sit all the way down onto your butt. Roll all the way to your back. Knees into the chest. Arms out to a T. Let those shoulders be heavy on the ground. Just put your feet on the floor. Move your hips to the right a little bit. Let the knees drop over the left. If you want to cross the right leg over the left, you can. A little more intense in the stretch in the hips. Good. Switch sides, feet on the floor, move the hips over to the left. Either the knees are together or the legs can cross. Drop them over to the right. Good job. Back in through center. Grab back the thighs. Roll yourself on up. And you're done.
Great work, guys.